All right. So, just like I did with the NFC, we have to go over the AFC Divisional Winners for this year because I'm not going to lie, there are so many confusing things that could happen this season with this whole conference that I have to just talk about it because it's crazy what may or may not fold out. So, I'm going to start out with the AFC East. I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills, and this was a tough one because my decision was between, well, the Dolphins are really good, and the Bills are really good, and the Patriots have Belichick, even though that may not matter. But I went with the Bills because simply it's not just their offense that's really good, but their defense is so much better than the Dolphins. I mean, you got to talk about the defense. Tremaine Edmonds, I mean, he's a very viable piece along with Ed Oliver. I feel like a lot of people forget about Ed Oliver, but he is amazing. I love him. Not to mention Tre'Davious White. And it just seems like they keep getting better on the defensive side of the football while still having the guy of the whole division, the best quarterback in the division, Josh Allen. So that's why I picked them to win the AFC East. For the AFC South, which in my opinion is like the worst division in all of football, I have the Indianapolis Colts. And it just, they're so just, ugh. It's like you look at every other team in that division. You look at the Texans, the Jags. Okay, yeah, the Titans are good, but the Colts, they've always been a quarterback away from being really good, and they've always found these bridge quarterbacks with Carson Wentz, and now they got Matt Ryan. But I mean, could you imagine how good that team is if they just had a legit quarterback, right? I mean, Michael Pittman's great, and their O-line's very good. Quentin Nelson's the best guard in the league, but they'll still win it, but it's just they could be so much better if they just had a real quarterback. But they're going to win that AFC South. For the AFC North, I have the Cincinnati Bengals. That's going to be a tough division. I think the Bengals, their offense is so explosive with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Joe Mixon, Joe Burrow. And their O-line needs a little work, but, man, they're just so explosive. They have so many guys. And even their defense has gotten better. The Trey Hendrickson and Jesse Bates is going to stay there. He signed a franchise tag. I don't know if he'll be there after this season, but for this year, this team is the best team in the AFC North. And teams like the Ravens and Steelers will give them a run for their money. But my money would have been on the Cincinnati Bengals. And last, but man, probably the most exciting division in this conference. This was a tough one. For the AFC West, I have the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's quite simple, to be honest. The coach QB duo, probably the best coach QB duo in football with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. Yes, the receiving core got a little worse. Well, I would say a lot worse because Tyreek is a game changer. But we'll see what Sky Moore can do. We'll see what Juju can do. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I'm so glad I said that name right. And then I love Creed Humphrey at center. And defensively, I love the acquisitions of George Karlaftis and Trent McDuffie, which for me, that puts them over the top, over the Chargers, which is so close. I almost said the Chargers, but I have never seen Justin Herbert in the playoffs, which makes them second in my opinion. So with that, the AFC West does belong to the Chiefs and will again this year, just like last year. So that is my picks for the AFC Divisional Winners. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. Likes and subscribes all around. And I'll see you next time. Peace.